Have you ever felt so lonely you'd do anything to fit in, to be noticed, to be popular? That's the story of Jack, a boy who lived on the quiet edge of town, more familiar with the rustling leaves than the laughter of friends. His days were a long, silent film with him as the lone actor. But one night, everything changed. A shooting star, a desperate wish whispered into the dark, and suddenly Jack wasn't just dreaming, ... He was in control. He discovered he could craft his dreams like a master artist. He could fly over skyscraper canyons, talk to animals, and conjure up mountains of ice cream. It was his secret world, a perfect escape from his lonely reality. For a while, it was enough. He was the hero of his own nightly adventures. But the morning always came, and with it the familiar silence, the longing for real connection, for friends to share his life with, grew stronger than ever. That's when an idea sparked in his mind, a dangerous, brilliant idea. What if he could share his dreams? What if he could bring others into his spectacular, handcrafted worlds? He decided to start with Liam, the class clown who never seemed to notice him. That night, Jack focused all his energy not on his own dream, but on Liam's. Liam woke up the next day, buzzing with excitement. He told everyone about his incredible dream where he was a rock star, playing a guitar that shot fireworks to a roaring crowd. Jack stood by, a small, knowing smile on his face. It worked. For the first time, Liam looked at Jack and saw someone interesting. He saw the kid who somehow knew about his secret rock star fantasy. The plan was a success. Next was Mia, the quiet artist who always had her head in a sketchbook. Jack wove a dream for her where her charcoal drawings came to life, dancing off the page and filling her room with animated wonder. The next morning, Mia described her dream with wide, amazed eyes, and Jack was there to guess the details, cementing a new bond. Soon, Jack was the center of attention. He was the dream whisperer, the mysterious kid who just knew things. He was finally popular. He gave each new friend a perfect dream. For the athlete, a dream of scoring the winning goal in a world championship. For the bookworm, a dream of stepping into their favorite fantasy novel. He was the architect of their happiness, the secret benefactor of their best nights. They admired him. They wanted to be around him, and for the first time, Jack wasn't lonely. He had everything he ever wanted, or so he thought. But power, especially secret power, has a way of twisting things. Jack started enjoying the control a little too much. One day, Liam made a joke at Jack's expense. It was harmless, the kind of thing friends do, but it stung Jack's newfound pride. That night, Liam's dream wasn't of rock and roll glory. Jack dreamed him into a silent, empty stage, with a guitar that had no strings and an audience that stared blankly, their faces devoid of emotion. Liam woke up, shaken and confused. Mia disagreed with Jack about a group project, and that night her dream studio was filled with canvases that turned to dust the moment her brush touched them. The vibrant colors she loved faded to gray. Jack wasn't just sharing dreams anymore, he was manipulating them. He was using his power not to connect, but to control, to punish anyone who didn't fit into his perfect idea of friendship. His friends became wary. The laughter that once surrounded Jack was replaced by nervous glances and whispered conversations. They felt an unexplainable anxiety, a fear of going to sleep. Their dreams, once a source of joy, had become unpredictable minefields. Jack could feel them pulling away, the very thing he had used his power to prevent. The loneliness he tried so desperately to escape was creeping back in, colder and darker than before. In his desperation to hold on, Jack made his biggest mistake. He decided to create one final, ultimate dream, a shared dream where everyone was happy, where everyone adored him, and no one could ever leave. That night, he pulled them all into a beautiful, sun-drenched paradise. But it was a gilded cage. Every path led back to a celebration of Jack. Every conversation was about how wonderful Jack was. There was no conflict, no disagreement, no free will. It was perfect, and it was horrifying. In the heart of this perfect world, his friends looked at him not with adoration, but with fear. Mia, her voice trembling, said, "This isn't real, Jack. This isn't friendship. It's a prison." In that moment, seeing the genuine terror in their eyes, Jack finally understood. He had tried to build friendships like he built his dreams, perfect, controlled, and fake. True connection isn't about creating a perfect world for someone. It's about sharing the imperfect, messy, real one together. With a heavy heart, Jack let the dream unravel, waking them all up. The next day at school was the quietest one yet. He had lost everything, but in that loss, he found a sliver of hope. He knew what he had to do. He had to build real friendships, one awkward conversation, one shared laugh, one real moment at a time. His power couldn't give him friends, but maybe, just maybe, he could learn to make them on his own. Thanks for watching our story unfold. What would you do with a power like that? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories. See you next time.